The psionic knife blades would be kind of cool, though.
The Phantom is kind of lame, honestly.
Danny Phantom. Bum, bum, bum,
We're live, by the way.
We are live. Look, that's like our thing, right? We're always having our conversations as we're going live, and
Sal, that's good quality.
everyone in chat just gets to hear the kind of conversations that we start having before we actually.
Well, it's to show people we're trying to confuse them. We're actually robots, and we don't communicate till as soon as the camera.
No, I eat food. Look,
Oh,
this is oil.
Well, so what people don't know is we actually don't have any conversations at all throughout the week, and the only time we talk to each other is when we go live. So,
Yeah,
hey guys, it's been forever. Haven't seen you in forever. But no, for real. Welcome, guys, to episode 3 of our Ghost of Saltmarsh campaign. Super excited for you guys to join us. We've had Cam coming in with a sub. Let's go. Cam, thank you so much for that sub, my dude. Blah blah blah, meta trucker. For salty seaman, I love it. So just a couple quick announcements. In case you guys haven't checked it out on YouTube, a couple days ago we dropped our first Let's Play video review from our very own Neff. So big shout out to Neff for doing that. I can't wait to see all the content that you're gonna be throwing out on YouTube for the channel. Absolutely amazing. It's every Sunday, correct?
Every Sunday we're doing Let's Plays at 5 p.m. Central, which we might depends on that might change in the future, but right now that's the schedule we're sticking with. We're sticking with 5 p.m. Central all Sundays. And yeah, I'm gonna be playing games either with friends. It basically be whatever we're working on at the moment, and I'm just gonna be playing that so we can just have some interaction about what's going on. I don't know. I'm just bored and want a day to stream. So.
Either way, make sure you guys check that out. YouTube, CritForce1. Make sure you drop that sub. It's free, guys. Subs are free on YouTube.
Free?
So you should totally do that. Like, just do it. Just do it.
Possibly.
Ooh, COD Zombies. Could be fun.
I wish
Could be fun.
YouTube.com.
What is that, Blue?
I wish Subway subs were free.
Subway subs were free?
I mean, I don't know. That bread is kind of questionable.
It's not really bread.
Yeah, I think there was some kind of report or something about that it wasn't actually bread.
I mean, there's a lot of things that probably aren't actually bread.
The bread is delicious.
Is it cake? Why? Okay, why did I look up CritForce1 and it's all Critical Role stuff?
We're secretly Critical Role. This is our bot account.
We're the C branded Critical Role players.
I'm that one with the hair.
All right, guys, let's jump into this. So little recap from last episode. You guys took your little rest after defeating that whole army of skeletons and bandits down. You started looking through the house because instead of doing that when you first got to the house, you decided to do that later. So you went room by room, found some little knickknacks here and there, found some books, found some potions. You found our boy Ned bound, tied up in one of the rooms.
Yeah, we were guessing at that. We're like, what was the name again?
Yeah, so you found Ned bound, tied up. You let him go, and by charming him, you were able to get some information that you didn't previously know about a additional group of smugglers that were still down in a hidden cavern in the cellar. So you finished going around, fell through some holes, but you made your way down and found the magical hidden door that this time was not concealed by Ham. There was no Ham involved with that door. But once opening that door, you were able to find a bunch of bandits, a bunch of scouts, and a man named Sanballet is what we were calling him. Sanballet is his name.
Sandbolt.
Neff, what did we call him in the tweet?
Sandbolt.
Sandbolt. So we shortened it to Sandbolt. That's his nickname. Our boy Sandbolt running around here doing the deaths. So you were able to go. You defeated the bandits. You defeated the scouts. You were able to defeat Sandballet. And you ended the little adventure in this room filled with smuggled goods, and that's where we pick up today.
Well, really, we're picking up after Yingvar gets gut checked.
That is true.
Jules.
Mm-hmm.
I remember his name real quick.
You did.
Too many games.
For leaving you on the ground. Just
No, well, I mean,
No, for shooting
we
me.
all kind of did that.
It was for shooting me, then leaving me for dead. Too offensive.
I give him a potion.
Hey, if the glove doesn't fit, you must have quit. Okay,
is that how that works? Is that
that's exactly what it's been proven. If the glove doesn't fit, you must have quit. Just saying.
They throw it back
I
over to the
helped
screen
Jules up.
so they can see where you guys are.
Well, so we looted the body. Now,
We did.
yeah, I think so. Cause we found some loaded dice that was given to me by our friend Ingvar.
How much did it drink?
You're so I can't. I need a drink because of that.
Aha. Also, I have that pipe of remembrance. That we found.
Yep.
Oh,
So you
that's right.
guys on our fallen caster, you found a pipe of remembrance, a massively crafted loaded gaming dice, and a suit of mariner's armor.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Yep, it was the scale mail mariner's armor that you pulled off of one of the hobgoblins.
Oh, well,
Any of us even use that?
I don't think so. I don't think any of us are gonna use that at all.
Yeah,
We-
and
why
then-
would they wear armor?
And then in the room, you also found 5 small bolts of cloth stacked against the wall, which is these over here, and 8 small casks in a neat row, which are these little things here.
I also believe we took a short rest. 'Cause,
You did, in fact, take a short rest
the
Mhm.
HP looking pretty
because that battle took a toll on you guys
Borrow
mentally and physically.
good. And during that period, Yingvar also switched his armor to the plate armor we found earlier.
Perfect.
Now he's got to do some customizations to make it more Norse.
Got to put some emblems and stuff on there. Some
Some
furs.
sigils, some runes.
So many runes.
Well, is there anything else in this room? I mean, has anyone looked through the caskets to see what is in them?
I mean,
You're good at looking at things, Magnus. You look through these caskets.
Magnus is busy looking at himself in his void phone.
Here, that's
His void mirror.
broken.
why? Are you
No, I have mending, bitch. I
Did
mended
you-
that shit.
Did you spend the time to mend? I don't remember you spending the time to mend it.
I mean, during short rest,
Oh, okay. I'll give you that.
True.
it only takes a minute.
Why do you just keep calling these barrels caskets?
I don't know. I think I heard the word cask and I just forgot that.
He was adding some its to all of the words.
All right. Well, are these casks? Do they have any like? Is it just alcohol in them, or are we actually
Yeah,
finding
it's
anything else?
It's just alcohol in there. You can tell the way that they're stored in this room that um, they were probably what was smuggled into this area.
Mm.
Should we take it with us?
I mean, if you want to carry, how many casks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you want to carry eight casks with you all the way up the stairs, you can. I ain't helping. That's a lot of work.
We should definitely remember these.
Ingvar will remember that.
However, I must point out that there is another path down here.
Oh, is there? I thought this was it. I thought this was a dead end.
Okay.
Is it like full stuff?
Yeah. So as you start going down this, you notice that it starts to slope a little bit. The incline of the passage is perceptibly greater in this area. Coarse matting has been laid and passed on the floor, negating some of the slipperiness of the slope.
That's what that is.
Yeah, they're mats on the ground to keep you from slipping.
Cool. I was thinking they were like someone just stuffed a bunch of boxes in this hallway.
No.
I'd be like, congratulations, you found the FedEx office. All right, well. Oh shit, it's still going. Oh.
Okay. So as you get into this room, the passage widens to the south at this point to form a small cavern. There's 3 bolts of cloth and 5 small casks in the middle of the floor, resting on a piece of coarse matting.
Are all of these casks full of ale or beer or?
It's a mixture of wine and ale.
Whale.
Whale.
The ale and the wine could be valuable. Or we can drink it either way. Bar is down.
More drinking?
More, yeah!
I'm totally allowed to drink. My mom's let me drink all the time.
I thought you had your first.
I'm pretty sure you told us that your first
This is different because it's not from where I'm from, you know?
You didn't handle it like it was not your first time.
I'm suspicious that
of things from the planar world.
He's conning us.
Guys,
I don't know how to con. That's your job.
there's a boat.
Is that a boat?
Is that a
boat? Is that a boat?
So when you reach this room, you notice that the passage leads into a large cave that opens directly to the sea. The tide is out at present, and there's little water in the cave, but there's obvious high water mark 3 feet above the floor. Pulled onto the sloping cave floor is a small boat, perhaps large enough for 8 people, with oars, a step-down mast, and a neatly furled sail. A rope tied to the bow is being held down by a large boulder that serves as an anchor.
Does Toddle count as multiple people?
Fuck you.
What about Yingar?
This is probably how they got all of this goods in here.
So we should get in the boat?
Hold on.
I mean, the tide's not in, boy. It's not going anywhere.
Yes, we must wait for the tide, and then we should take some of this alcohol with us.
Yeah, we could start loading the boat up and take some of this stuff with us to sell.
Yes,
I think that's a wonderful idea. Yeah. And the bolts of cloth.
And the alcohol.
Such a preoccupation with money.
I mean, here in the, as you say, the planar worlds, that's what keeps it going, so.
That must suck.
So Tattle starts carrying one of the barrels over to the boat.
Jules will supervise.
Slacker.
No, I'm keeping a watchful eye out. I'm gonna let you know when the tide's coming in.
Okay. So you guys just gonna wait there until?
And we're loading we're loading up the boat up with the casks of ale and the bolts of cloth. We get it all loaded up, nice and full.
I'll load up the cloth.
Good job, Magnus.
I will also assist in moving as many of these casks as possible.
How many can we fit on the boat?
With the 4 of you, probably 4 casks and probably all the silk or all of the cloth.
Okay.
I'll grab another barrel.
Wait, what?
What?
He's barrel.
So yeah,
do a barrel.
the 4 barrels, the silk, and now we're just waiting for the tide.
Yeah.
I would DM if it's okay. I would like to use my cantrip shaped water to help fasten how fast the tide comes in to speed it up.
Oh, you fancy.
Okay.
So yeah, Jules will extend his water out to the sea and over time slowly bring the water in faster and faster to raise the tide up.
Raise me up.
So we'll say that you guys wait a little longer, and then so now you have high tide.
Perfect. Now we can go. Now we can leave.
Yeah.
Good.
Do we...
Ingvar, have you ever helmed a boat before? Or
Of course.
okay. I had a feeling that out of everybody, you probably have the most experience helming a boat before. I've been on boats, but never drove one.
Yes, Yingvar actually has, pretty sure I have proficiency with, sea vehicles somewhere.
Oh,
Where do you put the souls?
the what now? The souls.
How do you make the boat move? Where do you
With
put
the
the souls?
wind, you idiot.
Oh, you just. Oh, okay.
And the oars. Grab an oar. I'm not doing this by myself.
Soul of the whore?
No.
No souls.
No souls. Just the wind and the water to lead us.
Sounds boring.
Yes, I have tool proficiencies for, actually, water and land vehicles. Because I have the marine background.
You're a marine biologist.
That was a dolphin.
Let's go. I will again use shape water to help kind of help us a little bit along so we move out of the cove or cave, whatever we're in.
Interesting thing from my marine feature is that I can automatically find a safe route to land a boat on a shore, provided such a route exists.
Oh. Are we safe, DM?
Yes, you're safe.
Oh.
Are you going back to Saltmarsh?
I am assuming so. Yeah, assuming that's what the plan is.
Okay.
Bring our first pirated vessel back.
Yep.
This is now our vessel, boys.
Was there DM? Was there a name on the side of the boat when we saw it, or?
No, it's just a rowboat of sorts.
Oh, is it a rowboat or is it like a long ship?
It looks like a keel boat.
Whatever that is, sure.
How do you name boats here? You don't have to.
You just give it a name.
Sacrifice? No. Oh, okay.
Oh, you're right. You know what? No, you're right. We do have to make a sacrifice. So, yeah, since you're a prince and you're the most obviously highest quality here, we're gonna be sacrificing you, Magnus, to name this boat after you.
Okay, Magnus jumps into the water.
All right. The sea shall take you now, and the boat will be named after your honor.
Magnus is treading water.
The
This is a
boat
lot easier than blood. It feels a lot thinner.
So, wait, are we naming this boat back?
No, we're not. That's a joke. He's getting back on the boat, and we're going to Saltmarsh.
Okay, good, because I would hate that. I would hate that.
Magnus is trying to like jump up and down into the water like a dolphin.
Oh my god. I will use shape water to pull you toward the boat.
Fine.
Yeah. Using the oars in the sail, I will get this thing back to Marsh.
All right.
Perfect.
Can we name it Toddle?
No, we're not gonna name it Toddle. No, it's not being named after any of us. Okay. That'd be weird. We don't do that. We don't do weird. We gotta have a cool name, a name that inspires respect and fear.
So not Jewel then.
I mean, I was gonna say the Jewel of the Sea, but whatever.
No,
Is
it
that
still
like
has
the
your
chicken
name
of
in
the
it.
sea?
The chicken of the sea.
It will not be a chicken either.
We'll worry about naming it later. Okay, we'll worry about naming it later.
Okay.
Not right now.
Okay, so you guys row this boat, or sail the boat with the sails.
Your boat.
Takes a couple hours, but eventually you pull into the docks, about right here. Oh, wrong button.
Where on the
Right
map
here.
was this mansion?
What?
What?
Where on the Saltmarsh map was the mansion?
Oh, the house was outside of Saltmarsh, to the south.
Oh, I thought it was overlooking Saltmarsh.
That's like right here, but this is it right here.
It's like here-ish. Oh, I get you can't see it, but it would be like down here, but farther south.
Mm-hmm.
It exists somewhere.
It exists, guys. Okay, look. So you
out there.
you take this boat. You pull up beside one of the docks. Ingvar, I'm assuming you tie it up.
Yep.
Try to
Tie
keep
it
it
up.
from running away.
Back to whatever dock is available.
So as you guys pull up, you see this this gruff-looking woman
Mom?
look at you and start walking your way.
Oh. I don't know this one, boys. I think we should allow the voice of reason deal with this. Toddle, if you would discuss with this woman and see what she needs.
Fuck.
Hello, my name is Toddle.
Toddle, you boys, you look familiar. I think I heard something about you guys. Were you the ones that went up there to that mansion?
It depends.
The haunted one?
I elbow Magnus to shut up.
Oh, is it not haunted?
Magnus, I have more underwear.
Really?
Why do you ask?
I just was surprised to see you guys back. Yeah, that place is haunted and all. Never thought we'd see you guys again. And now here you guys come up. And what is all this?
You expected us to die?
No, that place is just haunted, and we never see anybody come back once they go there. We never really know much about what goes on, but we assume they get so scared that they just go off.
I mean, based on Ingvar's experience, I think that's pretty That's pretty acceptable evaluation of the situation.
Yes, it is in fact infested with spirits. However, they are of the inebriating kind.
They're drunk.
I was referring to the cast. Cast.
Oh.
So you mean all this stuff came from the house?
It may have.
It's
Huh.
ours.
Yes.
Was it just sitting up there?
Yes.
We made it.
We made this?
You made it,
To
you say.
land.
Give me a deception.
Oh God, why are you?
Did that go?
Yes, and she can tell that you are lying through your teeth.
Excuse me,
Why?
ma'am. Ma'am. Hi, ma'am.
Yes, little
Who are you?
one.
My name's Magnus.
Yeah, you don't seem to fit in with the rest of this crew.
I know they're
What
kind
does
of
that
boring, but it's fine. do you
Whoa,
live here?
boy.
Say that again.
Do you live here?
Yes, my name's actually Ida. I'm the head of the town council here.
Town council? Are you like the council like leader?
You
are? Oh my gosh, my mom. You know what? You resemble a lot like my mom's. You have like this like air of power and just noble, just amazingness to you.
Does he always talk this much?
Yeah,
Yes, it does.
we've been trying to solve that.
Now, Miss Town Council Lady Person.
My name's Ida.
I don't
She
care.
looks haggard.
Why are you being mean to Miss
It's
Ida?
not a very nice thing to say about someone you've just met.
Miss Ida, I love you, but you don't love me, so I tried.
Whoa, okay.
Listen, okay.
We're throwing around the big lettered words here.
Okay.
Alright?
All right.
Okay. So here's the thing. Place not haunted. It had smugglers. We killed them for you. I reach to my belt and I just pull up Samblay's head. See? Dead.
She takes the head from you and looks at it.
Did you know him?
These damn smugglers are always around the town.
Cool.
I
need that back.
appreciate you taking care of them. If you come around in a little bit, I might have a reward for you.
Oh my gosh.
I do
Oh, Jesus.
like rewards. However,
I love money.
I need the head back.
She tosses the head back to you.
Thank you.
Can we keep the beer?
You can keep what you have.
Very important.
You can sell it tomorrow in the market if you like.
We're not selling the alcohol.
It'll be gone by then.
Oh, Miss Ida. Miss Ida?
Yes.
So you see this boat that we have?
Oh my god.
I.
It's a really wonderful boat, but I was wondering, do you have like bigger boats? Because then we could go on bigger adventures. And then we could stop more pirates.
She points around. Do you see bigger boats around you?
I don't know. Do I?
Yes, that was a rhetorical question.
Are any of these boats like unclaimed? Like, can we borrow one of these boats?
Just take a boat.
No, all of these boats are owned by merchants. Many of them have been here for years and years and years. If you're looking for work, you can always go and volunteer at for one of these merchants. But no, you can't have their boat.
If a merchant were to like, accidentally perish in a fire or something, what would happen to their boat?
I'd imagine it would be passed down to the rest of their kin.
What if they had no kin?
Are you trying to go set fires?
No, I love fires, and I love water, and I love boats.
Going to keep my eye on this one.
Please do.
Where's the rope? When you put him back on his leash? I don't. I think he might get in some more trouble than not.
His child leash.
Yeah, his little, looks like a monkey. Goes on his back.
Okay, bye, Miss Ida.
All right, bye.
Yeah, so she walks off towards the town hall, which is here in front of you. So you guys, what are you gonna do from here?
Well, obviously, we're going to the tavern to celebrate our victory and new spoils from our venture.
Perfect. So the tavern's actually right here across from you. So you guys
Is it the empty one or the one that actually have business?
is the one that has the business.
Oh,
It's your favorite one. So you guys tie up everything, get it all secure, and you head across to the tavern.
What time of day is it?
It's probably late afternoon, early evening.
All right. Well, before the sun sets, Yingvar has things he needs to do.
Okay.
He is going to go off on his own to the highest point he can in town.
well, that's the last time we saw Ingvar.
So I guess the rest of you guys are going in the tavern.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we'll do Ingvar first. Ingvar, you make your way through town. You pass a bunch of shops, you pass a bunch of houses, but you make your way all the way up here to the very highest point in the town.
Yes. Up here, Yingvar is basically just going to be doing kind of a little ritual ceremony and offering the 2 skulls of his to the Allfather.
Oh.
Which involves breaking the skulls. Kind of grinding them up with a mortar and pestle and letting the bone meal kind of blow away into the wind.
Shit.
Okay. So as you're doing that, you kind of see a man a little down the road back towards town, just kind of looking out at you, watching you, intrigued with your ceremony.
I take note of his existence.
Cool.
But I continue on with what I'm doing.
Okay.
That'll probably be like close to an hour affair.
Cool. So then we'll go back down to our tavern while he's doing that. What are you guys doing in the tavern?
Honestly.
So you guys, okay, well here. So you guys walk into this tavern. You see, as soon as you open the door, you see your bartender friend who you met last time, already serving ales. He notices you guys and kind of beckons you guys in with a loud, welcome back. I see you guys didn't die.
Why does everyone think that?
It's because you're so soft, Tuttle. Everybody looks at you. You're so squishy looking.
He's made of shells.
That's the joke.
I'm not squishy.
Oh god. Okay. Well, this is why I drink. All right. I need 3 drinks for myself right now. I need 3 shots of whatever you got.
He pours you 3. Pours you three glasses of ale.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
One, and that will be right pricing this time, guys.
10
12
gold.
12 copper pieces. Look, I didn't even know this was a thing. I found this after yesterday, so I apologize for overcharging you guys last time.
I will pay for the 12 copper pieces. I will cover it for my compatriots here, my partners.
Toddle eyes the cup.
It's ale. Oh, you're right. We have magnets. Do you have like a juice box, maybe a Sun Capri or a Uyu?
What are these things?
Let
There's
me
something more for your speed.
let me see what we have in the back, and he disappears back into the back.
Toddle downs an ale.
Nah.
Dang.
He comes back out with this glass. The liquid inside is kind of reddish. He slides it over. Yeah, this is a new thing that one of the townsfolk down the road started brewing. I think they call it a vate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
just some ground vegetables that have been mashed together.
Mainly beet juice.
Oh, Vate.
All right, that'd be great for him. Yeah, we'll give that to him, and we might be more. Just make sure to send the barmaid around to check on us. He'll be at our table every so often.
Didn't he ask for 3?
I did 2 of them for me.
I'm trying to point out that one's missing right now because Toddle already drank it.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Wouldn't the empty glass be right there?
No,
What'd you do with the glass?
it's in my hand below the table.
Roll deception.
Man, you're gonna get us kicked out of town, bro.
Let's see how much I fail now. Here we go.
It's gonna be in that one. Oh, a little better, a little bit.
13?
Okay, we'll do it. So he looks over you and kind of eyes. He's kind of uncertain. But he pours a glass and slides it over to you.
Thank you.
So what was it like up there, guys?
Well, it was not haunted. It was just full of unlucky bastards that we happened to take care of.
Bastards, you say?
Mm.
What kind of bastards we dealing up in here?
Just smugglers, pirates, that kind of breed.
We seem to have been getting a lot of those lately. This is ever since the pirates left. We've just been dealing with all kinds of smugglers in the town.
Why did they leave?
Oh, they were forced out by the king when he and his guard decided to actually show some attention to our little corner of the world. But I will say it's much more safe than it used to be.
Well, it's kind of a shame, Usually where there's pirates, there's gold.
I think I remember hearing stories about an old pirate hideout. If you're looking for gold, you may find it there. There's no telling what you'd run into, but
Where is that? I pull out a map that we have. Where on the map would that hideout be?
That would be. Give me a second. It is. Oh shit, it's not on the map. How could they not put that on the map?
We could just say you put it.
Yeah, so we'll say there's an island off the coast that used to be a pirate hideout. It's not that one, but yes, something like that.
All right.
Maybe we can check it out.
Okay.
I think at one point we definitely should. I agree. Well, until then, and I'm gonna go lead us to a table to sit at to enjoy our drinks. And actually, no, before we leave, and then if you will you send us a plenty of food to our table? We're gonna sit right over here at this seat.
He motions to the barmaid as you guys go, and she brings out a hunk of cheese and some bread.
All right. I was kind of hoping for more than that, but that's okay. We will enjoy our time over here then. Just keep it coming. Keep the drinks and the vape and the ale and whatever you have. Just keep it coming to our table.
Oh,
Okay.
ale.
Hey, Jules.
What is it, Tuttle? As I sit down at our table.
Can you show me how those dice work?
I mean, I assume they are weighted to one side, and that's how loaded dice usually work. I'll roll the dice and I'll see where they usually land on. We'll just say I think usually sixes or probably snake eyes.
Yeah,
Probably
we'll say they're snake eyes.
Yeah. So if you see, no matter how I roll it, there's a weight in there that always gonna land on the one.
It's magic.
It's magic. It's witchcraft. How are you enjoying your vape over there, Magnus?
Oh, but sometimes I wonder, and
What do you want?
I want to drink what the old dudes drink. I want to chug all the fizzy beverages, sipping on those, what do you call them? Oh, beer.
I cast
know-
Eldritch Blast at his chair.
What?
Shooting
Uh,
Eldritch Blast at his chair legs.
you do that, and his chair explodes underneath him.
Oh my gosh, what an adventure!
Oh, I wonder how that happened. That's weird. All right, we'll get you a new chair. But
That'll
I mean-
splinter.
I mean, quit your crying. I got you. I pour a little bit of the ale I have into his vape glass to mix with the juice.
Oh, is this? Oh, this is fun. This is even more fun than getting blasted. After you finger blasted my chair,
Oh my god.
that's what you did.
Well, we kind of got some of your story, Magnus, but what is really your story? You said you're on an adventure, but I mean, there's got to be more to it than that. I mean, to leave a kingdom, to leave what all you're familiar with, to come to strange lands. Why are you really here?
I mean, you clearly haven't been to the Shadowfell before.
I clearly have not.
It's not a place where you want to raise children like me, and so because it was my birthday, my moms were like, "Okay, you can go and have your adventure, but you have to come back here. You can't stay there." And so this is my way of just exploring what else is out in the worlds.
So you want to be a family man, is what you're saying?
I don't know about all that.
I mean, you said you wanted to raise a family out there, and that's like you don't feel like you could do that.
No, that's not what he said. I just want to go on an adventure. My home world is pretty dark, which is fine, but again, I've heard really good stories about the material plane, so this is where I came to explore. And so far it's been pretty fun.
You're an alien?
I mean, if you want to call it that, I guess. Look,
Well,
the long and short of it is, I'm from a pretty dark world, so everything here is pretty sunny and shiny and fantastic.
Hmm.
And I didn't really do well back home because everyone back home is dark and dreary and boring. So even you three are, surprisingly way more exciting than like most people back home.
I don't think.
Even Toddle, which is very surprising.
Mm.
Tuttle reaches into his backpack and gives Magnus a torch.
Can I go play?
To shine light in the darkness.
Magnus eyes the door.
No. We're gonna wait on Ingvar to get back.
Barkeeper, do you have a family? Do you own a boat?
What? He's the barkeeper is across. You can't yell across the tavern at the barkeeper.
I can't.
I'm gonna
The
teach.
bartender just looks at him, shakes his head, and just continues
No
doing what
boat
he's doing.
You wanna
You know who has a boat? Maybe someone that won't be missed.
you wanna really get his attention.
Yes.
All right. I will cast Thaumaturgy to make all the unlocked windows and doors slam. At once.
I think those caskets are haunted, y'all.
We left the caskets on the boat, but not his.
So you do that, and everyone kind of looks around like, what's going on?
Oh,
And the barkeep looks at you guys and gives you the look of,
That was weird. I don't know what that was about.
but barkeep, now that we have your attention, come over here, please.
I'm gonna send a message to Ingvar real fast and ask him how long until he's gonna get back.
I am already on the way back.
All right.
Reach that far?
I have a spell like 120 feet.
Probably further than 120 feet.
Damn it.
yeah. I was sitting there thinking that too. It's like, I don't think that works.
So I didn't know how long range the spell was, but you're like out of this, yeah, he is on the way back.
No, I need sending. That's what I need.
Yeah.
He, is, he might have to potentially punch some rando staring at him, but he's on the way back.
The rando is harmless. He's just curious.
Just fucking wrecking people.
Please.
You looking at me?
As the DM, please don't kill an NPC.
Yet. You told me they have boats, DM. I'm not a murder hobbit, but I'm gonna do shit if I need to.
You're not going to live through the night.
Yeah, no, Yingbar's not a murder hobo, but he's not above knocking someone the fuck out for staring at him weird.
Okay, so Ingvar's on his way back. The barkeep comes over to your table. You called. Did you guys want something more to drink?
I would like to request some information, sir.
This would be good.
What kind of information are you looking for?
Well, Lady Ida of your town council had mentioned that people around here may have boats that we may procure for favors or death. And my understanding is death is shunned upon here, and so I would like to go about this in a non-death way. So, do you know of anyone needing favors?
You mean favors like work?
Yes, manual labor.
What are you signing?
You
Or
can.
steel things. I'm fine with that too.
If you're looking for work, you can go to any of the boats. You can find work with anyone. They can always use an able body to help fish.
Well, I don't think that's for us. I think we have other ways of making money, and I'm gonna pull out my cards and start shuffling them.
Well, you're doing the thing again.
Do you have rooms for rent?
We have a couple. You guys looking to stay for the night?
I will.
Don't
Yeah.
you kind of have like a permanent home, Tuttle? Is that rude?
Yes.
But
oh
like,
my God, Magnus, you can't ask turtles if they have a permanent home.
well, at least you'll never be homeless. Actually, can you come out of your shell? Is that a thing? Are you like permanently attached in there?
It's attached.
Oh wow. So it like hurts if someone like stabs your shell. Like, does it actually hurt? Like, do you feel it?
Try.
Is that an invitation?
Yes.
I can't tell if that's sarcasm or not because your face wrinkles aren't moving.
Nah, you should definitely take a swing at him real fast. I'm sure. Go ahead.
I popped into
No.
my shell.
Oh my gosh. You're just like a little, I don't know, snail.
Here, dangle some food over where his head came out of.
Magnus grabs a fried potato finger and with a magic
Fry?
mage hand. Yes. I don't know if they have French fries in this world. A fried potato fingerling with mage hand over the hole.
Tuttle's head comes out and bites it and goes back into the shell.
Oh. It's like Meals on Wheels. But the wheels are your feet. Anyways, thank you for that, Barkeep. Barkeep, what was your name? I forgot. Did we ask you?
Samwell.
Okay.
I emerge from the shell.
Thank you, Barkeep, for your time.
If you guys need anything else, you know where to find me. And he walks
Has
back
Ingvar
up.
made his way back yet? Is we still waiting on Ingvar?
Yes.
You walk in. All right.
Yes, he doesn't. No, Ingvar does not just walk in. He like bursts through the door.
It's very dramatic. I think a
I,
musical number.
I'll wave you over to where we're at.
I have
I'll send you a
arrived.
message. I'll send you a message being like, please don't. Oh shit. Okay. Well.
The All-Father is pleased.
Oh, please stop that. Please just come
I
sit down.
require ale.
Oh my God. All right. We'll get your ale. Please just sit down.
Would you like some Vate?
Oh my God.
What is that?
Vate is delicious. It's made of dead beets.
By Dre.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, but look, it's bread like the blood of the people we killed this morning.
Well, that is an interesting way to put it. It is an ale.
Yeah, it stains your fingers too a little bit like blood. I don't know.
No, it's not ale. We'll get Ingvar. Just sit down, and we will get you some ale.
Ingvar sits his big ass down.
Tuttle starts to go to his room.
You're going to bed already. It's Tuttle. It's only early afternoon. What?
You all bore me.
Well, I was just gonna ask you, Tuttle.
Samesies. I'm gonna go find work.
I was gonna ask Tuttle what his story was.
Okay, fine, I'll stay.
I am Tuttle.
We know Tuttle. We know that. Oh wait. What I was wanting to know is like, where were you before this?
On the beach.
Oh my God. All right. Okay.
I was there for a long time.
What were you doing on the beach?
Walking.
So that took you 5 days, and then what?
5 days to.
And
I
now
heavily drink from my ale glass.
I've killed people along the way.
Wonderful. How many souls?
27.
1,000?
No.
Well, were you just murdering people, or were you defending yourself? I mean, explain to me more your moral compass when it comes to murdering people on the beach.
They were polluting.
Ah. Mm.
Is that like when people try to throw, like, I don't know, sunshine into your pool of blood?
No.
So what is it?
Do you know what trash is?
I mean, yes, of course.
Oh look, Captain Planet, what are you doing here?
People would leave that on the beach. It pissed me off.
Oh my god.
Oh,
This just became a green eco message real fast after school. We're on the PBS channel.
I just want to let you know that every time I drink a vape, I make sure I cut all the rings.
This is the first time you had. Oh my god.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess if that's your story. Ingvar, what about you? What is your story? We know we have the anti-trash man. We have Pretty Boy who just wanted some sunshine in his life. He said. What about you?
I come from the north. There is not really much going on up in the north anymore these days, so I ventured south to find more opportunities for glory. Unfortunately, I quickly found out that just pillaging places is not allowed, apparently, so been trying to do this more noble work.
I'm dealing cards as we've been talking to people on the table.
Who are you dealing cards to? Us?
Yeah, all you.
Title.
Greater the challenge, greater the glory. So here I am.
Ah. Man,
Also,
okay.
my last long ship kind of crashed and kind of leaves me without a vessel. So here I am.
There's a boat outside.
Yes, it's a fine little keel boat, I guess.
It's perfect.
Yes, we just need to avoid sea serpents. Haha. That's how the long ship got crashed.
Yeah, see, there's a lot of things out in the water. A lot of people don't understand that the ocean's very
Yes.
deep.
I tried to fight it. It didn't work out.
How'd
You
that
fought
work
the
out?
ocean?
Well, again, long ship crashed, so that's how it worked out.
Hmm. Interesting. So, what are we doing? Are we gonna murder someone?
We're playing. No, I mean, we can. Do you want to murder something?
As long as we get a boat, I need to go travel.
I don't know how to read you.
We do not murder people, we fight them in glory.
Well, can I take your face?
Let me go look at it.
I murder.
Yeah, but yours is like vengeance. It's not just like basic murder. You actually do it for a cause, not just for funsies. Do you want to help me?
I thought that was gonna be. A do you wanna be famous message? These bots are getting crazy now. Do you want to help hide
It was a song. It was a Frozen group.
I mean, you
Alright,
are Elsa today, right?
I am. I'm just kind of, I'm always all the princesses. So
So
I mean-
what are we playing?
We're playing an old game taught by sailors by ancient times. Here, I'll go first to how we play. All right, Magnus.
Madam, sir.
Ooh.
Do you have any twos?
Go fish.
See, he knows this game. See, this is an ancient game played by sailors of ancient times. Yeah, but I guess Magnus, if you want to travel, I can make that happen for you if you're looking to set sail on the seas.
I mean, in the seas, and the airs, and the portals, whatever you have.
You would have to put in some work, but you would be able to have passage on a ship to go wherever it goes, exploring the seven seas. And
Are you trying to whore me out?
no. I
don't
have
do that anymore.
I have a patron who is always looking for people to join his ship.
A patron.
Yeah, like open up. I pull out this this leather-bound ledger that's like covered in like barnacles and crusted like sea life and stuff on it. And I open it and I flip to a page and it's just a list of names and stuff and thumbprints, bloody thumbprints next to them. And I go, just write your name in here and I'll get you around your way.
At this point, Magnus's hex blade comes out and goes and just shines brightly, and I go, maybe not.
I mean, are you sure? I mean, I don't care what you get your power from. I mean, it's just serving on a ship.
I can get us on a ship for
Work
free.
I mean,
Ship.
this is free. I mean, in return, you get adventure, you get power, you get money.
I mean, we do technically have a ship, even though it's a dingy little thing.
We can upgrade it, can't we?
I'm gonna pull out my pipe and start smoking my pipe.
Can we go to like House Hunters?
Sure, except for it's a boat, not a house.
We got Boat Hunters.
Boat hunters.
I can get us on a bigger boat for free.
Oh, yeah. Okay. How do you plan on that, Tuttle? How you get us on a bigger boat?
I am a sailor.
Okay, and how does that get us on a boat?
It's a feature in my background, actually, ship's passage. But
So you just walk up to a boat and go, "Yep, we're getting on this." And they go, "Okay."
I may have to make a deal. But
I mean,
yes.
this is a deal right here. What's different than mine? At least I know the person he'd be on the boat with. But fine, I guess if he doesn't want to sign up, that's fine.
But we want a boat for ourselves, not someone else's silly little boat.
I mean, he said he wanted to go on an adventure. He wanted to explore this ocean. I was just giving him that as an opportunity. Think about it, Magnus. I'm just saying.
I will consider, but the blade might not allow me to.
I mean,
See,
the blade can come with you. That's fine.
She's very temperamental. She belongs to my mother's.
Are you trying to get this boy to follow your silly little cult?
I mean, he doesn't have to follow anything. He just has
All
to work.
father versus.
And I blow out a smoke cloud, and it takes the form of a big, gigantic kraken for a minute, and it dissipates.
Are those wild greens?
No, this is just tobacco. What do you mean? What's a wild green?
Seaweed.
Why would you smoke seaweed?
Have you ever tried?
Yeah. No, you don't want. It's wet and damp and it's salty. Why would you smoke?
That sounds most unhealthy.
I thought you lived near the ocean, Tuttle. What?
There is seaweed on the shore. It's nutritious.
Here,
Do you sell seaweed by the seashore?
She sells by the seashore.
No,
Wow.
but my friend Sally does.
Is she also a turtle?
Yes.
I will hand the pipe over to Tuttle if you would like to partake and see for yourself what.
Do I see any like malicious intent with this?
I mean, you're asking me or the DM?
Wait,
The
do you have
DM?
Are you maliciously?
No, there's nothing.
Okay,
There's
then
nothing
no.
malicious about this pipe.
I'll take a puff.
So take a puff of it and then think about it in your mind. So think about it in your mind for a minute, Tuttle. Think in your mind about a creature, a single monster that you would ever see in your life, and then you let it go.
Tuttle dreams up a crab.
A crab?
A crab.
Okay.
Wait, do you have the pipe of remembrance?
No, I have a pipe of smoke monsters.
Fuck?
Okay, because Yingvor has a pipe of remembrance, and he is going to be like, I got one of those too.
I remember things. You take a puff it. Hey, remember when we all went to the tavern?
So I'm going to use
Yeah,
the pipe of
Yeah, you blow out smoke, and there is for a few seconds a crab, a smoke cloud that looks like the form of a crab is there, and then dissipates.
It's magic.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, this is the power that you would get from serving on the ship.
Yep.
For how long?
I mean, depends on how wealthy you want to be. It could be for
don't-
10 years. It could be for 100. It just depends on how much effort you want to put in.
No effort.
No effort. Well, then that's not going to work. You know what? If you put your name on this ledger, I'll let you talk to the man himself, and you can figure out how you want to work.
Maybe later.
You can also do this, and then I'm gonna use my sleight of hand skill to like do a magic card trick, where like I make my cards look like different cards, because I can do that.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Why are you two cowards in battle?
What do you mean, cowards?
I believe he is referring to the fact that you don't get in the fight.
What coward are you talking about?
Are you talking about the coward that killed 3 of those motherfuckers?
You mean the coward that destroyed Sandbelt?
Just curious.
Excuse me. I'm pretty sure I removed his head.
I mean, yeah, but I heard him.
I'm pretty sure you were on the floor.
But then I got up and I removed his bloody head.
Because I get knocked down, and I get up again.
You all hide. Toddle stands.
I mean, Toto, look at me. I mean, I'm not much to take a hit like you are, big boy. So, I mean, it makes more sense for me to hide in the back and support you from range.
You call that support?
I mean, I blew up 3 of their faces. Like, literally, it was epic. And I took photos of it, if you want to see. I took it on my my Void mirror, so I have receipts.
Anyone could have those.
Of us literally standing in the same place, and me like holding out my arm and go, "That mother," and then watching them explode.
Yes.
That's really good editing. We don't have those like Void editors where I'm from, so.
I mean, I can do this, and I point at a spot in the room, and another black inky tentacle just pops out from the floor. I mean, I could do that. That's kind of what my thing is. It grabs a chair and throws it. See, I mean, it does that.
You move furniture.
I mean, it could do more than that. Out here, I move it over next to Toddle, and I have it grab you. It hits you. It smacks you with a tentacle.
This is fun.
Harder. Can I have my pipe back, please? Thank you.
My problem is Yingvar almost died.
Okay, and
It was great.
he enjoyed it. He enjoyed it.
Jinx.
See, this man. I think. Are you trying to say that it's off? That's mine and Magnus's fault that he went on the ground?
I think he is. You did shoot me in the back, you coward.
You were in the way. I couldn't help. You wouldn't move.
You could have aimed.
I did aim. And
You clearly did.
If you were not there, that hit would have hit the person.
Striker, you ain't got to do a thing right now, do you?
No, I'm enjoying this.
You know what? Let's get. Let me get 4 more drinks for me and my friends.
Oh, wait. So we're drinking. We're not gonna go do jobs or murder?
It's too late to do jobs and murder.
No, it's
Okay.
time.
I mean, if you want to do it at night, we can. We can go. I mean, if you want to at night, we can. You know what? You know what? Let me see. Let me scour the room. Do I see any what looks like captains or sailors in this tavern right now.
Do you want me to bet a sailor or a captain?
No, hold on right now. I got you covered.
You see some people who they're not captains, but you can tell that they've been working on a ship, sitting at a table across the inn.
Come with me, Magnus, and I will get you the ship that you want.
Okay.
So me and Magnus will take our drinks and we will approach this table of sailors.
Magnus is humming a song to himself.
And I will,
As you approach, they kind of just look up at you.
hello, boys. Is it just boys or is it women? I don't know. I don't want to assume their gender.
They are of the male gender. Yes.
All right. Hello, boys. I noticed you were fresh off the boats, and I just want to see if you're interested in a game of cards.
Magnus makes sure to look at all of them in their face and make sure he listens to all of them for at least a minute.
Yeah, we're always down for some cards. Are we playing for money?
Sure, we'll play for money. Here, me and Magnus will pull up a chair, and I'll start dealing out cards to those who want to play. How much for the pot? I say we start small with maybe 50 gold.
50 gold? You're trying to lose that much already.
I mean, if it's too rich for you, I understand. We can.
Yeah. I think we could play.
All right, I will deal the cards out to everyone that is.
I love being able to take gold off suckers.
Oh, tentacles.
And I'll puff my pipe as we play. What are we? How do you want me to decide this, DM? How we who wins or not?
You're just playing normal. You're not trying
I'm sure I'll try to cheat too. I mean, might as well since that's what I'm doing.
I mean, knowing your character.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll try. I'll cheat. Let me see. What do I got for this? What can I do? I can know, by the way, because of my background, I do know that when playing involved games of chance or figuring odds in the best plan, you can get a solid sense of what choice is likely the best one and which opportunity seems too good to be true at the DM's determination. You can tell me basically if that's too good or not, or if I should stop.
Put that in. Is that something you can put in Roll20?
Yeah, I can put that in Roll20. I was copying and pasting it right now. I put it in there. That's literally what it says. That's my never tell me the odds feature for being a gambler.
All right, Han Solo. Okay.
All right. And then I am proficient with playing cards. But yeah, sure, let's play. Let's go.
So you guys do your first hand, and you win the first one.
Hey.
What
So the two of them, a little disgruntled, hand over the gold.
I mean, well, boys, it seems like you're out of luck unless you want to try to play to win it back.
Magnus quietly uses message on Jewel and how much do boat cost?
A lot. They cost a lot.
Like more than 50 gold?
Mm-hmm. I mean, right now, depending on how many players were there, DM.
Just two, and you.
So that means that's 100 gold right there from between them two.
So we need like 100 more?
A little bit more than that.
Ah, gosh, material plane, material problems. Okay.
I mean, do you boys happen to have, per se, a boat or something you would like to throw in the mix here? Maybe I can interest you in our own boat for the boat.
Yeah, we have a really wonderful one. It holds casks.
We just rolled in off of the coast from it. We have a magnificent, beautiful boat.
We were on a boat.
Look, I wish we had something more that we could throw in there, but we're just simple villagers, simple fishers.
Oh.
Ugh, words are hard.
Would you happen to know a captain of a vessel that we may be able to gamble with, like to have higher stakes?
Or steal his face.
Don't ignore him. He does not speak for me.
If you come on a fishing vessel, usually we gamble while we're on them, while we're trying to catch fish. So
Yeah, but I mean like a ship, my friend, not a vessel, just a small boat, a ship. You know anybody that has a ship in town that would be willing to gamble? I mean, it needs to be something that's the same value of my magnificent boat, the Jewel of the Sea.
the Jewel of the Sea. I've never heard of this one.
Oh, we just came in on it.
If you have a vessel of your own, why are you trying to get a new one?
Because I like high stakes. Like to gamble all I
like
have.
weights.
That doesn't make much sense to me.
Well,
It doesn't.
why you lost.
If you're so into your boat, then maybe you should gamble it.
I mean, what do you have that be worth my boat then? That's the question. That's what I was asking.
Don't have much,
Exactly. You don't have much, so I'm asking if you know.
but
a
I've
captain.
got lots of gold.
I mean, how much gold do you have?
He pulls out his bag, kind of looks through it. 100 gold?
Do you have more?
Like that boat is worth only 100 gold.
Do I have more? No, I don't have more. I barely am able to live as it is.
Oh, so
I'm
you're
just
not
a
the
simple-
captain. Why are we talking to them?
That's
Joel?
me. That's why I'm asking them if they know anybody else that has an actual boat.
Look, there's lots of merchants that have boats. As you can see, we are a fishing
wow.
we are a fishing village. If you go out and you look outside, you'll see all the boats along the dock.
I mean, tell me one person.
Ada actually owns a couple.
Oh, Ada. Okay,
She's a really nice lady. I don't want to have to take her.
we're not gonna take anything from her. All right. Well, it looks like you gentlemen are not gonna give me whatever we want, so I bid you adieu, and we're gonna go on our way.
They kind of shake their head and go back to doing what they were doing.
I'm gonna whisper in Magnus's ear as we walk back to the table. All right, tonight we're gonna get Ada, and we're gonna get that boat.
Are we gonna murder her?
I mean, how else are we gonna get the boat? So,
But I liked her. I don't like them. We can murder them. I have her-
sometime you gotta make sure not to like things too much.
I mean, if you say so, but she seemed really nice. She reminded me of my mom's.
All right,
And
we're
I like, I mean,
table.
she's like murderous and stuff, you know.
Go back to the table. Oh man, it's so late. I guess we should all go to bed.
Okay.
I have not drinking nearly enough for that. So.
Oh, you know what? Here, you know what? I'm gonna go to the barkeep. I'm gonna get the barkeep 5 gold. And I'm like, just keep bringing that man ale till he can't drink anymore.
Yeah, we had 100 gold now, right?
He nods at you and pours a couple glasses for you to take over to Blue, or to take over to. Yeah, I don't know. Ingvar, take it over to Ingvar.
Fine. All right. I feel like I'm like, all right, you just keep asking them. They have money for you. Just keep asking for ale.
I will do this.
All right.
It's gonna be so much fun.
Then
All
Todd will
right,
go
so
to bed.
it's 10 silver piece total for the 2 rooms.
Jules will pay for it.
Who do you tell that? You tell the barkeep that?
Yeah.
Ugh. I'm not there, am I? Am I still there?
Yes, you are.
How much is the room?
It's five silver a room.
You can afford 5 silver.
So can you.
But have you paid? Have you paid for anything so far? No, I don't think so. I've been mighty generous, friend. You can pay 5 silver.
I've almost paid with my life. You hide behind doors. You can pay.
I'm gonna walk away. I'm not paying for his room.
Magnus is caressing the hex blade, his sword, his cursed sword.
Tyler, you want to murder somebody who deals with the ocean?
Who deals with the ocean?
Yeah, I mean she does stuff with the ocean. I'm sure.
Why would I want to kill her?
For a boat.
You said
Are
she
you-
murdered.
Are
said
you
only-
are you yelling this out loud?
I mean, I'm right next to him. I'm not really yelling to him. I'm right
Okay.
next to him.
She's done nothing wrong.
You don't know who I'm talking about. You don't know that.
I don't want to murder a stranger.
Toddle,
you
she
know you're
litters.
here.
I'm gonna message to Magnus. Say, all right, I need you to make yourself look like Ida and go dump things in the ocean real fast and make sure Tyler sees you do it. So
Okay.
that way he's on board. All right.
Magnus subtly slips out.
Yeah, go slip out. Yes.
As Magnus gets out of the tavern, he starts singing a little tune, and he goes, "'Cause for the first time in forever, there'll be trauma, there'll be fright. For the first time in forever, I'll be fighting through the night. Don't know if I'm bloodthirsty or sassy, but I'm somewhere in that zone. 'Cause for the first time in forever, I'll murder them in their homes." And he goes off and turns into Ida.
Did you write these down? Hold on.
I did.
That was really impressive. Oh, damn.
Damn. Are we sure he's on a bard? You're supposed to be a warlock and sorcerer, not a bard.
But I'm part Disney princess.
He's just fucking
Like
class.
straight Disney princess, you mean?
Anyways, so I'm currently finding I don't know, shark chum and razor blades and just kicking it into the into the port.
All right,
So
Tyler,
as you're doing this, a couple of the town's guard come up to you.
Toddle, I'll pay for your room if you come help me tie up the boat and make sure it's safe.
Okay.
Okay.
Did I get arrested?
Me and Tyler are heading that way, so whatever is happening, we're not there yet, but we're heading that way.
Yes, town's guard. I'm Madam Ida. You know me. I run the shit here.
We saw what you did. We
Yeah,
know
Coming to the ocean. So
we
that
know who you're not. We don't know who you are, but we know you're not Ida.
Excuse me. How do you know this? Do I
Because
not
we
look like
saw
Ida?
you change.
You son of a
Wait,
bitch.
what? You didn't find somewhere to hide and shit?
He said he was doing it as he walked out the door. He just changed into Ida.
I think there's clearly a miscommunication here that's happening, gentles folk.
Yes,
I'm
and what
trying-
might that be?
I'm trying to populate the harbor with sharks, which is why I'm summoning them with shark chum and razor blades,
And why would we want sharks in our harbor?
so that we can, fish them and turn them into shark fin soup.
But we don't fish sharks here.
Do we not have sharks in this bay? Not yet is the answer. Not yet. You're welcome.
The guard gets up close to his / I guess her face. Gets up close and says, "That'll be enough of that. If I catch you doing this again, there'll be consequences."
Madam Ida ish grabs his bicep and goes, "You got it." And then
Wait, did you just kiss him? Hold on.
no, I just grabbed his arm.
I thought you pulled him in to kiss him. I was like, what's happening?
I'm not trying to get in trouble for prostitution too. Just fucking littering and prostitution all in one night.
Come on.
Yeah, so remember that time that there was a character named Magnus in the story?
Magnus about to get chummed.
Wait, what? Wait, I don't know what's happening.
Got chummed all over.
All right, so the guards walk away
All right, did we
and
did
leave
we
the
and
three of you
Tuttle see
guys
any
just
of
standing there.
this? Did we and Tuttle see any of this that happened?
Yes, you guys came out with the guards like right in his face.
All right, has Tuttle seen Lady Ida throw anything in the thing or?
No.
All right, you got it.
And then,
Oh look, there's Lady Ida. Tuttle, look.
hello, I'm Lady Ida.
Oh, hello, Lady Ida. So, what is your opinion on? Real question. What's your opinion on the environment and stuff?
The environment lives to serve us.
Ah, well, that's not very nice. How do you treat your ocean water around here? Your sea
I mean,
water?
I was just trying to summon sharks with razor blades and shark chum. With
So
an eight.
you're actively trying to feed and help the sharks, or are you? What are you doing?
Yes.
Give me deception to see if he buys any of this.
Do I need to roll?
Yes.
I would assume you're the one lying to be someone else.
Oh fuck.
Okay, then he needs to roll insight, I think.
Yes.
It's supposed to be a deception, not a persuasion.
No. Oh, it's deception I roll.
Yeah, deception, because you're trying to deceive him.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I
Two.
just put razor blades in because I hate the ocean and I want sharks to destroy the other animal, and then we destroy the sharks, and then we eventually kill the turtles.
But wouldn't that hurt things like sea turtles in the water?
I mean, whatever. We just eat them too. Kind of like your friend here.
What about the sea turtle eggs?
Oh, we like to put those in giant cylinders and feed them to our frog babies.
Tuttle charges and tackles Lady.
No. It's supposed to be more subtle than...
Do I have time to respond?
It's probably an attack versus your AC or something like that.
So
Yeah. Do like just an unarmed strike.
What is Ingvar doing?
Well, he's kind of like walked out of the tavern, noticing that everyone else left. He's brought an entire gallon of ale with him, just like under his arm, open, like top ripped off, just drinking it. And he sees what's happening. He's like, yeah, kick her ass! He doesn't even know who he's attacking.
Well, he definitely 20 hits.
So he definitely grapples you, I think.
Yep.
Oh my, oh no.
I start pounding.
Excuse me,
I
let me
don't
get
know
it
what to
first.
do. I'm just like,
So as you're doing this, a crowd has gathered around, and several people charge at Toddle to try to pull him off of.
they're attacking him. I thought they were just watching.
No, they're trying to pull him off of her.
Get this trash off me!
I'm gonna disguise myself like someone else, and I'm gonna be like, "Take your bets here. Taking bets. Lady Ida versus the turtle."
There will be no verses. This trash doesn't belong here.
Do I get a swipe in before they pull me off?
Yeah.
Can they pull me off?
Yeah, you get a swipe.
Yeah, can they pull him off?
I mean, he is a giant turtle. He may be slow, but he's stubborn.
14? No.
Those
So I'm just kind of swiping at air.
Lock this
You deserve to die.
creature up. Put it in our maximum security prison. Next to the library where Belle lives.
So
You know.
So as you're saying this, Ida steps out of the crowd.
Oh shit!
Arrest
Scatter!
the imposter!
And she looks at you and yells, "Who are you?"
Who are you?
"I am Ida."
I am Ida.
"Who is this imposter?" And she looks over. She spots Jules and Toddle.
Wait, I don't look like me. I did disguise myself to look like someone else. Remember, because I was doing the bets thing.
She looks over at Toddle and Ingvar cheering.
Yeah, I've totally disappeared into the crowd. I'm like,
You
no.
were just in the corner with this gallon of ale, just
I have blended into the crowd. I am not here.
just chugging the ale in the background.
Me as Madam Ida's gonna raise my hand and look and point over at one of the tavern building, or not the tavern, but one of the, like, I don't know, important looking buildings, and I'm gonna cast minor illusion to make it look like it's on fire and go, "Oh my gosh, there's a fire!"
That doesn't smell like a fire.
It's in the distance.
The real Ida, thinking quickly, yells at a couple of the villagers to go grab water as to go put it out, and then spins around and looks at Magnus, points her finger, and says, "I'm not done with you."
I'm not done with you. Why are
Am I
you trying
relieved?
to stop the village from burning?
By now, they have realized that she is the real Ida and not you.
Toddle doesn't know that. Is he still being held?
Toddle doesn't, but the rest of the villagers do, and they release Toddle, allowing
Toddle
him
goes
to
into his wing.
Beatdown continues.
roll it.
Yeah.
27.
Okay. Okay.
You will.
What are you gonna do? I'm bleeding from the face. What are you gonna do with me, fake Madam Ida and shitty Turtle Man?
I'm gonna walk up to. I'm just gonna kind of walk up to Ida, kind of half drunk, and be like, "This is wild, right? You're like watching yourself get your ass handed to you by a giant turtle."
But this one deserves it.
Wild.
Chap, are you going to take an action to try to get away?
See. What can I do?
So don't want to keep on beating on you, but I will.
See. Trying to see what options I have.
Yingvar has not totally figured out what's going on here, but he's finding this entertaining, so he isn't stopping it.
Neff, where'd your character go?
I look like a random citizen, and I have just blended into the crowd.
The crowd went to go put out the fire. Did you leave with them, or are you still around?
I'm one of the people around.
Yeah, there's still people around. Not everyone went to go put out the fire.
I'm going to back up as Toddle is like attacking me into the alleyway.
The alleyway? You're not into the water full of shark chum and
The alleyway? What alleyway are you trying to?
I don't know. Wait, are we still near the water?
Uh-huh.
Yes, you guys are like right here.
Okay, perfect. Am I near the water?
Close enough.
I would like to wrestle and shimmy my ass close to the water to like jump in and escape Toddle and fucking dolphin kick my ass away from the scene.
Okay.
What do I need to roll for that, dude?
kicking.
You can do it, but Toddle gets a Tuttle gets another attack since you're trying to move out of his.
So is that what you're trying to do?
Yep.
But you can use an
He's
action to
trying-
disengage, though, right? Is that
Do you
right?
have disengage?
Who, me?
Yes.
Doesn't everyone have disengage?
Yeah.
It'll be his action that turn.
Yeah, I can disengage.
So no swing.
And I dolphin kick my ass into the sea. And probably get cut by razor blades that I threw in there.
Okay. So he's now swimming with the sharks.
Bitch, she said we have sharks!
Yeah, but you put shark chum in there. No, so you dive into the water. And everyone kind of peers over, and Ida starts to disperse the crowd. Shows over, guys. Everyone go back home.
I chuck a javelin to where I think he is.
Motherfucker, I'm gone. I told you. Blood is thicker than water. My ass swam and shit thicker than this.
But I don't have a home.
You don't have a what?
I don't have a home. She told me to go home.
She looks up at Ingvar and just shakes her head and says, "There's rooms in the inn.
Is there room in the inn?
Not for
The
you.
Mother Mary?
Everybody else though."
Does Tuttle actually know there's another Ida around at the moment?
What's your intelligence?
Good question.
How smart is Tuttle?
It's a 10.
You're average.
But he has been laser focused on the fake Ida until now.
You notice her and are confused. You don't necessarily know who she is, but you know she's not the one that you were just fighting.
So I don't think she pollutes, right?
I'm gonna say you're unsure of what you know and what you don't know, just because the experience was so confusing for you.
I burn her image into my mind and I stomp off.
At this point,
Okay.
Magnus has probably made it to shore, somewhere safe, out of sight, and he doesn't take the form of himself. He takes the form of one of his cousins from the material plane, and dries himself off.
How did you not get arrested?
Fucking magic, the Disney princess.
Ingvar, I have a room.
I think we should have separate rooms. We're kind of big.
Sleep in a shell and then you get the bed. That's all. I mean, that's.
I mean, are you saying you guys don't want to cuddle?
Yingvar is honestly going to probably fall asleep on the boat.
I feel like you.
Oh.
Tuttle goes to the room and falls asleep.
Cool.
Yingvar is eventually going to find the boat and pass out in the boat.
Okay.
This is a very common occurrence for him. Sleeping on a boat.
Jules, what are you doing?
I'm still in disguise. I would go back to the tavern and back to our table, and then when I'm out of sight near the tavern, I would turn back into Jules, and then I would go find our table we were at, and I would just order drinks and smoke my pipe and eat some food and read my my little ledger for the rest of the night. I do not need sleep, by the way, because of my Pack of the Tome thing.
Okay. Magnus, how are you finishing off your night?
I'm just doing a couple rounds of the city to see who stays up late, and but I'm still in my material plane cousin's visage, so people don't know it's me, and he's kind of going up and down the streets.
Is that a bee butt plug?
What?
What?
What is that? What is that in your head?
Oh.
Oh, that's not okay. All right.
But he'll eventually make his way back to the tavern.
So you go through all the streets. It's pretty quiet. You see some people moving here and there, but really the only thing you see is the guard patrolling.
I make sure that I take in all of their faces. And I slowly make my way back to the tavern, and I happen upon Jules.
I'm in there. You'll find me in there just reading my ledger. Do you come to the table? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Excuse me, Jules. May I join you?
How do you know my name?
Oh, I forgot. I didn't change my appearance. I'm in the form of my cousin. He's from this house, House Soul. I don't know. You might know him, maybe not. I don't know. But we communicate basically via,
Well, you look like a real dick.
I mean, he's a bit of an asshole. He's very uptight. So it's fine. But yeah, I figured I would come here and stay. I wanted to stay in a different form because I didn't want to draw attention since that asshole turtle decided to fucking attack me.
Yeah, that was probably a good call. Well, if you want, I think there's a room upstairs for you. Let me go figure out which room it is real fast. I'm gonna go figure out what room Tuttle is staying in right now.
So you go up the stairs. There's 2 doors, one to the left, one to the right. You open the first one to the left, and you see Tuttle.
Okay. I go back downstairs to Magnus, and all right. Yeah, if you go to the room up to the left, there's a room reserved for us in there.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I open the door. What do I see?
It's pitch black. You can't really see much.
I mean, I have night vision, so.
Oh,
Damn
okay.
As a dark sorcerer.
You can see a shape. Are you on the bed? I'm assuming. Or
I'm
are you
on the
off in the
floor
corner?
now.
You open the door and you can see something on the ground. You're not quite sure what it is, but you can see it's rather large.
Quite, indeed, actually.
Yeah, that's the beds. I don't know if you. I mean, I remember you telling this is your first time in the Planar realms. That's what we use for beds here. We use these big, large, oval shape. They're hard for sturdiness at the back, but you just lay on top of it.
But why does it
It's
smell
really
like...
comfortable. It's really
It
comfortable.
smells
You lay
like
on
sea
it.
salt and asshole.
Well, that's just that's the smell of the ocean. We're right next to the ocean back there, so I don't know why you haven't figured it out. But
Why
it's
is it so
best when you lay on these kind of beds. It's best that you lay naked
Very
because
comfy.
that your clothes will restrict your body movements. You have to lay on it in a certain way. So
It's
naked,
scaly.
it's made out of the local sea life. I mean,
Is it made of... It's very soft.
are you
This
saying
bottom's
that
very
we
soft.
are you saying we simple planar people that our stuff is not good enough for you and your shadow
I
fell?
mean, I'm not... my cousin, he did warn me of...
You're so fancy and so high up on your little shadow
mean-
fell print stuff that you are too good to lay on this
yeah.
bed.
This bed could be polished or moisturized or
Oh,
something.
well, you know what? In the morning, you could be the asshole who tells the innkeeper. They should.
Where's Yingvar?
Yingvar wouldn't sleep on the boat. He's weird like that.
Maybe I'll go sleep on the boat instead.
I would not do that. Your disguise, whatever, is gonna fail off here soon, and then they're all gonna see you.
It will.
I mean, yeah, there's a time on this guy's stuff. You're a warlock just like me. I mean, you have to know these things.
Yeah, but
It only lasts for an hour.
I took a very particular feat that allows me to do it at will
Really?
when I want.
So you're gonna do it in your sleep? You're in your sleep and it casts disguise self on you?
Of course, it's not a concentration.
Just sleep casting spells. The whole town was on fire by fireball. We don't know what happened. I don't know either.
Are you saying I should light the town on fire?
No, I mean that.
I can do that.
But yeah, I mean, I got this room. I mean, we got this room just for you because we knew you were special. So I would feel better for your safety. to sleep
You are my mentor, and you are special to me. So you know what? You take this room. I'll take the shitty room, and you stay here with this very special
No,
bed.
no, I don't
Thank
sleep.
you. Thank
I
you.
don't
He walks out, he
sleep,
walks out.
Magnus. Magnus, I don't sleep.
Do they wake me up with all their
Yeah.
rampant?
Yes.
I emerge from my shell and ask them to shut the fuck up.
See, you've awakened the bed now. See what you did.
Ah, your beds are quite ornery. Where was Yingvar? He's way more delightful
I
than you.
told you he's sleeping in the boat.
Already forgot.
I'm gonna sleep in the non-special room. You take this one. With the lively bed.
All right, well, I'm gonna go back downstairs and enjoy my book.
Tidal goes back to
Oh,
sleep.
that's what I'm gonna do tonight. I'm gonna read in the 8 hours they're sleeping. I'm gonna read through the book that we found about the Philosopher's Stone and the book about ship signals.
Come.
I'm gonna go to bed as Cleric Soul.
Okay. So you guys go to bed. You wake up the next morning. What do you do?
Well, I'm just waiting for one of them to show up. I guess I'm just still.
Yeah, you're reading your books.
By the way, right? That's a long rest.
It's a long rest.
Yes, yes, it is.
Thank
you.
God. Motherfucking turtle beat me up.
Except for, would that be a long rest for Jules though?
Yep, I get long rest actions. Long as for the 8 hours, I do nothing but light actions, which is like reading a book or something.
Cool.
So as long as I don't do anything straight, like I'm not out like beating up people. As long as I'm not doing that, I'm good.
Dishes up.
So I wake up and slowly get downstairs.
I'm waking up refreshed, but as Magnus.
Where were you last night, Magnus?
Oh, you know, I went to go frolic in the forest with my woodland friends.
I didn't know you had friends.
I don't. I just have 3 assholes that I hang out with. Well, actually 2. I like Yingvar. Yingvar, sorry. I don't know where that accent came from.
I only have one asshole.
Yeah.
I've heard turtles can breathe through those. Can you show us?
Demonstrate your power.
You're thinking of blowholes.
What if I attach this bagpipe to it?
Magnus puts away a ping pong ball that he was about to hand over to him.
I'm confused.
What a party trick!
So, how's everyone? How's everyone doing? It's a new day. It's a new day to do some good things or bad things.
Who has that Philosopher's Stone that we found yesterday?
Was it Yingvar?
Does Ingvar have the stone?
No, pretty sure I don't.
Someone
you
grabbed
took-
it.
I thought you took all that stuff.
Did I
Yeah.
take I took the money? I didn't remember if I took the stone and stuff. It wasn't on the alchemist body. Who looted the alchemist?
Oh, actually, no. Maybe I did because I said I was a jewel crafter.
All I know is that I didn't because I didn't know what the stone was for, and so I didn't think it had value.
Well, we do have to sell that stuff too today.
Yes, I believe Magnus is the one that has the stone currently.
Yeah, if you hand that stone over real fast, I did some reading last night. What did I learn about the stone, DM, from reading that book?
Give me 2 seconds. So you learned that that the alchemists used several different bunch of different spells, a certain amount of ingredients, and you have to hold the stone a certain way to produce golden objects.
So we can create gold with this stone.
Oh shit! At what cost?
All right. Well, I will not share this information with them. Instead, I will tell them, so this stone is cursed. And whoever holds onto it slowly loses their life into the stone. Now,
Can I info check him?
Like Toto said,
You can if you want to.
I am the weak, old warlock who hides in the back. So I will take on the duty of holding on to the stone. Yeah, I got you. I want my deception check.
We should get rid of it.
Oh yeah, did not roll.
Yeah, Magnus can tell you're bullshitting.
With my background in jewel crafting, sir, I would.
Yeah, you crafted a lot of philosopher's stones that do this.
A philosopher's stone. A philosopher's stone, you say?
Oh yeah, what do you know about a philosopher's stone?
I don't know. Can I roll for something to figure out what I might know, DM?
Give me Arcana.
Sorry, you blanked out.
Oh, Arcana.
Okay. Please be good. 15?
So you've heard of the Philosopher's Stone before. You know it's an important stone used to be able to create gold. It's also fabled, so you've never actually seen one in person, just heard about it.
How do you know it's a philosopher's stone, Jules?
I read this book over last night.
Do you know how it works, or do you just know that it's a philosopher's stone?
I do know how it works now.
You do? I don't know how it works, but now that you said that it's a philosopher's stone, we should totally use it to make gold and buy a ship so that we don't have to murder people.
I mean, this is true. We could do that now.
Unless we have to murder people to make gold.
I mean, I'm okay with either or.
I mean, the turtle's the one that has all these issues. I don't know. Yingvar seems pretty chill, though.
Nah, he seems to have the right amount of issues.
The turtle?
Mm-hmm. I don't trust anybody that's happy with life. Anyone who's too happy with life has something to hide.
Toddle hides nothing.
Mm-hmm. That's why I like you, Toddle.
It's because he doesn't know how to hide things.
What do you mean? He's a turtle. He can hide in his shell. That's what he literally has the God-given gift to go inside of a shell.
You're right. So, anyways, let's go make some gold.
All right. Let's start off with. Let's see what we got here. Any items?
Let's go small, something small.
Here I have.
So the three ingredients that you need as part of this is Nernroot, Nightshade, and a purple mountain flower.
All right. We need Nernroot, Nightshade, and a purple mountain flower.
That used to be my nickname, but
Purple mountain flower?
yeah, sure.
I had a friend once who kept the flower in his headband.
The fuck?
Oh yeah. He also sounds like an asshole.
No, his name was Linux.
Well, that's a stupid name. Sounds like Linux.
All these cameos coming out of Easter eggs.
It turns out, guys, I'm the long lost brother of some rogue who wants to be a.
So where do we find these things? Because again, unfamiliar with the material plane.
These sounds like plants, and so we'll probably need to find a plant to get these plants.
Does anyone know any plant people?
Probably so. What is it called? Herbologist, yeah, something like that.
Ingvar knows about herbs.
Ingvar's the smartest person here. Let's ask him.
I was gonna say, I have arrived while you guys are talking about this. I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds stupid.
Ingvar, go find us. Ingvar, I was given a vision by your god, the mother of all. She told me that you need to find Nernroot, Nightshade, and a
So
purple.
when he says that, Gingvar just walks up to Jules and straight up slaps him across the face.
What?
All father. You little
Yeah,
idiot.
that's what I said. I said, "Oh, father."
You said mother.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Whatever parent you're missing. All right, so that father. So yeah, you need to find. He gave me a vision that you should go find these plants.
Your little fish god did not say anything.
You don't know nothing about a fish god.
Yes, I know the Allfather would beat his ass.
Ooh. God. Cool.
Ingvar is implying that his god would beat up Jules' god.
I don't have a god.
Hey, barkeep. Who knows about flowers?
Barkeep, do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin.
If you're, what are you trying to use flowers for? Are you just looking to pick flowers, or are you
No, I
trying to
wanna
use it
bake
for something?
We want to make potions.
Were you gonna say you want to bake something?
Yeah, with flowers.
If you're looking to make potions, you might want to check out Kelladek. He's actually our town wizard. He knows a lot about these kind of
Hey,
things.
you said Kelladick?
Kelladek.
I
Deck.
didn't do a lot of that.
Don't base that on
Oh man.
Well, where does this Killadick live?
Oh jeez.
Someone's ass.
So you will be able to find him in his tower over here. And he points to, he directs you to the southern coast of the town.
How long journey would that be, barkeep?
Oh, maybe 20 minutes.
Why do we need plants again?
Yingvar, it's for a special project, okay? It's a special group project that you need to pull your weight on. Because I'm tired of doing it all by myself.
I am about to put your tiny ass through that table.
Don't tease me with such fun things, sir. Let's off to the wizard.
Would that?
What is this wonderful wizard on?
The flowers.
Of osmosis.
So we're off to see the wizard, right?
The wonderful wizard.
How
of Oz.
do we find this wizard again? What path do we follow? Is there a certain color to this path? Maybe a certain materials that this path is made out of?
It's just a generic path of.
In my mind, I think it's yellow.
There's yellow flowers.
It's blue.
There's blue flowers.
From all the water and stuff that has flown along these paths due to flooding and rain and everything else. It's like this slimy bluish green.
So is this like a great and powerful wizard, an evil wizard? What kind of wizard are we talking about?
I think it sounds like he's a wonderful wizard.
Maybe he's just mighty.
How would you describe said wizard, barkeep? Would you say he's
What does he look like?
awesome? Would you say he's magnificent? What adjective with a W would you describe this wizard?
How do we get to this wizarding world?
Of Harry Potter?
What color of the city would you describe the wizard this belongs in? Is it any
He's
shade?
a tall, thin man, really long white beard, talks in a lot of profound language, and
It's
you
his
know
name,
we have seen him around our children a lot, which is a little
Oh.
concerning. But
That is concerning.
Well, the wise men usually teach the children.
Mm.
I
Maybe we should get going.
okay.
Let us be off.
Yes, there's nothing to do here.
Should we unload the ale, the casket, and everything that we have? Or
Are we gonna travel by boat?
No.
So we can do that later, right?
The ale probably is fine, unless someone touches it.
Maybe we should bring the linen as a gift for the wizard.
that's a good point.
It's always good to show up with gifts, is
And
what
if
my
he
mother's
doesn't
always taught me.
If he doesn't have what we want, we just kill him.
And we can take his books.
Mm-hmm. I could read those.
So can I.
You can carry the cloth, Magnus.
That's fine.
Why are we killing this man? Is he evil? Is he great? Is he powerful? Why are we
he's-
killing him?
All the above.
How heavy is the cloth?
You could probably carry one on your own.
Is it more than 10 pounds?
It is. It will say it's probably around 5.
Oh, okay, cool. Great. Magnus is gonna use Mage Hand to carry the cloth behind him as he walks.
Okay. So you guys travel down this road. This one, you pass all these houses, turn the corner, you go up some steps, and you arrive at the front of this large tower.
So, who's going to knock on the door?
I will.
Go ahead. You do it.
For once, it's not me.
He
I
goes.
I might
What?
scare the poor guy.
You think?
Yeah, you're scared. Yeah, you're scary. That's exactly what I thought too. Mm-hmm. Terrifying.
So are we? What are we doing this?
I knock on the door. No.
So you knock on the door, and
Hello,
door-
it's the bill collection. Bill collection.
the door opens, and this man kind of walks out of it, about 7 foot tall, really tall, long, slender man with the silver beard. I have been expecting you.
Hello, wizard.
You can call me Killidick.
Killidick, Professor Killidick, Wizard Killidick. We heard you know about flowers.
I know lots about flowers. Come on in. And he ushers you guys in.
Are we getting any weird vibes as we enter?
No.
Okay, making sure.
Are you seeing if he has walked away in his basement?
Just
We would like to
Hearing
see
some
the face.
small cries for help.
God.
It's his own chamber of secrets.
Oh no! Later, years from now, a book will release by one of the kids saying, "How?" Chamber of Secrets.
God. So, Wizard Killidick, these flowers we're searching for, are you familiar with, what are they, Jules?
Yeah, we need a nightshade, nerdroot, and a purple mountain flower. I believe.
Aye,
these
are
all
you making a
popularly
potion?
found- it's something like that. I think these are all popularly found in the long lost land of I believe it's pronounced Skirum, I think is where it's from. I'm not 100% sure.
I have lots of rare flowers and other materials from Skirum. And he goes over to what looks like a bookshelf with little drawers, and he kind of fumbles through it a little bit.
Mm.
I can give this to you, but you have to tell me what you're using it for.
It's for a concoction we're practicing. See, I personally am not too strong on the front line, so I'm hoping that these flowers are used for transformation purposes. I'm hoping I can transform my own body mass to be stronger to help my allies out here.
Well, I can tell you now from the properties of these flowers that'll do no good for you.
Well, I mean, I'm a man of science myself, Professor Killadick, so I would like to practice my own and find my own results.
Didn't you say something about the philosophers?
Falafels. I was gonna make falafels later, Wizard. And I'm not from here. I don't know if you can tell. I have this tan, you see. And so
We live in the ocean. Do you not think these people have tans?
So, I was just thinking you were an idiot earlier, but if you want to ingest that, Nernroot is definitely poisonous.
So we
you clearly didn't update them on. You didn't give them the memo, Jules.
I'm just trying to acquire these plants for our own purpose. So how much would this cost us so we could go on our way?
We brought to you linens, the finest silks in all
We
land.
have cloth we can trade you. I have this special green coat we found where we could trade for these plants.
The linen will do.
Okay.
Yeah, they really match your eyes, Professor.
All right. How much linen would you need for?
One of the bundles will do. This Nernroot especially is rather rare.
All right. We will give him one bundle for the flowers.
Now, Turtle, you were saying something about a philosopher's stone. Did y'all find one?
I don't know what he's on about. I mean, if he found a philosopher's stone, then that's something I would like to know.
Do I take the hint?
No.
That's
Nope,
up to
don't.
you.
We found a pretty stone.
What stone? I didn't find a stone.
Oh wait, yeah, we found a stone, but I thought we left it because it was stone, right?
Right.
It was just stone, right?
That's what I'm saying. I'm so confused. I don't remember a pretty stone that we found.
Didn't you put it in your bag?
Oh, kill it, Dick. What is that over there on the wall behind you? What is that? What it looks like a random a weird animal that hang up on your wall. What is that?
He doesn't fall for that. But he at hearing that you could potentially have a philosopher's stone, his eyes light up with excitement. If you have one of these fabled stones, you have to show me.
No. I assure you, I don't know what he is talking about.
Why would you want this stone? What does it do?
I hate all you.
The philosopher's stone it's fabled, but it's supposed to be able to turn objects gold.
Well, that would be amazing, but unfortunately, we did not find a stone.
Alas, if you do find one, you'll have to let me know.
All right, we sure will. All right, so how about that?
Why is that though, Wizard? Do you have something in exchange for it?
In exchange for a philosopher's stone?
Yeah, like just curious. Like, what is it worth on the market, on the wizarding market?
I mean, it's priceless. It's fabled. No one's ever actually seen one before.
Interesting. priceless. Interesting.
I hate all of you.
And you just wanted to make gold?
I just want to be able to see it.
Well,
Right.
too bad we never found it. That's a shame.
I'm just
What?
making sure you don't want to combine like a dog and a little girl together.
That could be crazy, and then make it gold.
Oh no.
So,
It's like some
Killadick,
centipede level shit mixed with like King Midas.
what if we were to procure one of these stones and then all the things necessary for it? What are the things that need to be done to do this thing?
To make it gold?
Yeah, like do you just kind of like touch the things to the stone and then it makes gold happen? Like what happens?
I actually don't know. It's been fabled, and the art of how to make it work has been lost for a long time.
Who would know how to make it work if they were around?
Nobody that I know.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Can we insight check him?
You can if you want.
I feel like Striker's like you can, but like,
He's.
Okay, so
I'm telling the truth, but you can if you want.
I got nothing. I got nothing, gents. It's all you.
I got nothing either. I mean, if you, yeah, I mean, all right, I'm done. I'm like, oh, you guys talk about it. I'm like, all right.
So did we get the
Yeah.
stuff?
So you exchange your goods. He gives you pleasantries on your way out, and then y'all leave the tower.
can we turn that old haunted house entirely gold?
Awesome. Think of all the stuff we could turn gold. I mean, we could.
Well,
I mean, honestly, you know what we could do? We could make the old house into our base of operations. I mean, no one else is living there now. We could just go there and stay there.
but it's haunted.
No, it's not haunted.
I mean, there were skeletons in it, but you know what happened to them.
I mean, everyone has skeletons in their closet. These were just literal skeletons in their closet.
I could call my cousin. He might be able to do an exorcism there. He is
I
a
don't
cleric.
think- You know, I feel like your cousin's going through a lot of things right now. I don't think he would be much help.
Yeah.
I
Do you know
even-
cousin Paul?
No, I've heard through the grapevine about your cousin.
Have we
So
left?
back to our house.
You guys are going back to the inn? Is that
We're back to the haunted. No, we're going back to the haunted house.
Okay.
Should we take the boat back?
Take the boat back too. Why not? So we go back to our boat and we're gonna sail the boat back to the haunted house.
Goonie style.
Okay. So you guys, it takes a little while, but you guys get back to the haunted house. Back to where you found the boat originally in the cellar.
Do we have to call it haunted?
I mean, that's what it is. It's haunted.
But it's not haunted. We just said it wasn't.
We will keep the locals away if we make sure it stays haunted.
Sure.
But we'll go in the foyer and everything, and then I'm gonna set up what I know, and we're gonna turn just a random item into gold and see if it works.
Okay.
Magnus, you know magic.
So does Jules.
Can you clean?
I know how to clean things. Yes.
Can you make our house pretty?
DM, may I have permission to like cast prestidigitation on loop
On
Just
what?
clean- On loop.
to just kind of like auto clean?
Sure. You're just cleaning the inside of the house.
Yeah, I'm just gonna slowly just let it clean as a cantrip. Just gonna let it clean 1 cubic feet by 1 cubic feet of this big ass haunted house,
Okay, that's fine.
like fucking Fantasia. If I could speak with animals right now, but I didn't take the talents, I would tell them to help clean too.
So we have a somewhat clean house in the future. Yay!
Yeah. Give us like 3 days.
Turn this into like a base of operations, and we can do all kinds of stuff out of here.
Bippity boppity boop the shit out of this place.
We could sell this wine.
You trying to turn this into an Airbnb?
We could be a bread and breakfast. Fucking being pirates, we'll just sell.
Yingbar does like naval tours. I take him on haunted.
Went from Pirates of the Caribbean to Haunted Mansion.
I'll be the butler, like Lurch.
I don't know what Jules will do outside of rob our patrons.
Jules will make sure we will count the money and make sure everyone gets their fair pay. That's what he'll do. He'll oversee the operations.
All right. Well, there you have it. Welcome to the Airbnb and D&D.
All right, so Jules, you said you were going to try to turn something gold.
We're gonna try to turn this to a random item gold. Here I have. Let's see in my inventory. I have, just a random torch here. I'm gonna turn. I have a random dagger here. I'm gonna turn this dagger into gold.
Okay. So you crush up all of the flowers. You mix them up in in that alchemy jar that you found in the alchemist's lab. You turn the stone over in your hand and you touch it to the dagger, and nothing happens.
Ha!
But I did what it said. I don't understand. I did exactly as it said.
I have a feeling you don't know what you're doing.
He can't read.
Yes, I can. This is obviously I missed something or something's not working correctly because I did exactly as the book said. I'm gonna start looking through the book again to figure out what I messed up on.
Maybe it can't be used by assholes.
Well, that's why I'm not using it, not you, is it?
What?
You heard me. Stop, I'm reading.
So you flip through the book. You keep flipping through the book. From what you can tell, everything looks correct.
I don't understand.
Do we have to sacrifice any like I don't know things?
Let's try that. I poke Magnus in the hand with a dagger.
Ow.
I'm gonna draw blood and dip it on the stone.
You try it again. Still nothing's happened.
God damn it.
Hey, don't hate on the Allfather.
Are you
I don't know. I'm lost. I don't know what else to do, boys. I did everything it said. I'm confused. I don't.
Maybe you should have told the wizard.
Are you sure the stone even has magic?
What do you mean he still has magic?
Like, is it even magical?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's magical.
It doesn't look magical. It looks like a rock.
How do you know?
Because
What training do you have to discern if this is magical or not?
Maybe it's the wrong stone.
he picks a piece of stone rubble off the floor, then grabs the philosopher's stone. Rock.
Now, point of clarification: you can see on the stone that there's a symbol. There is an arcane symbol on the stone.
Can any of us read what
So you
this
can
is?
tell. You can tell that it's not just a rock.
Do we know what the stone symbol
so
is?
it's a rock with a symbol on it. I stand corrected. It's a
Totally.
fancy rock.
What is the
I'll wait for
symbol?
my I'll wait.
I don't know. I
You
can't
don't know what the symbol means.
Is it in a language or
It's just an arcane rune.
nobody has identify?
No.
We should give it to the wizard.
Eh,
Fine.
We'll go take it to the wizard, even though I think that it's a bad idea.
Well, you know how to use this stupid thing?
I thought I did. I did all the research into it. I'm very confused that I don't.
We're off
Maybe
to
we
the
can
wizard
buy
again.
a boat.
Magnus stares at the fireplace. If only. If only.
If only what? Hold on.
Fast forward to the wizard's tower.
So you guys are. Oh, you guys. Sorry,
Go on,
I was
go
I
on.
was reading. Okay, so you guys are back at the wizard's tower.
Yes, then we're gonna go to them, and I'm like, all right. So let's say hypothetically we did have this stone. Would you be able to figure out how to make it work?
I could probably try.
All right, I will reveal in my hand. I will reveal the stone.
He takes it, just his eyes wide. Ooh, you really have found something special, didn't you?
I like him having it.
He twists it over in his hand. He sees the arcane symbol. So you're saying it wasn't working?
No, unfortunately not. Even though I read everything in the book and learned everything I could about it, I could not get it to work.
Did you try attuning with it?
Fucking really? This motherfucker. He's real good at magic, y'all.
Dumbass.
Ingvar is just gonna do like that really slow head turn. That, like, you can just hear the metal in his plate mail creaking. Like, you're a dumbass.
I can't. I cannot. So much for being my mentor.
Look, I didn't say I knew anything about magical items. I just knew about. No, I did not try attuning to the Philosopher's Stone. I did not try to attune to a rock.
Fucking.
He hands you back the rock. I think attuning with it will
I'm out.
will answer all of your questions.
I'm gone. I left.
Wait, so you're not interested in utilizing the stone wizard?
No, I'd love to see it once you make it work.
Are you not of? You're not interested in the material things of this world, huh?
I'm interested in material things,
Nope. He's only interested in dicks.
but I'm interested in knowledge.
I see. Do you before we go, do you have any books that I could borrow?
What kind of books are you looking for?
Like magic books and stuff like that. You seem pretty smart already.
I have been around for many, many years. There's lots that I know.
Not a day over 21, wizard.
The wizard turns and looks at you guys. Is he always like this?
Yes.
Yes.
all the time.
Just because I flirt with everything, I'm not.
Now I have a far more important question, since you were like smart and stuff. Do you know of any great beasts around here that I might slay?
Just your inner demons.
There's plenty of beasts in the forest. I'm sure if you made your way down to Eleander, he's our guard captain. He might he might know of some for you.
Well, I guess I'll do that. I am quite disappointed that you don't know of anything.
Don't kill my woodland friend, Yingvar. Just the monsters.
There's always wolves in the woods.
The wolves are our friends. They're our friends.
I crave battle with something far greater than just a mangy pup in the woods.
Yeah,
I'll
if it's a beast you're looking for, Eleander would be able to point you in the right direction.
Let's go talk to Eliander once we get our ship, our naval destroyer.
And where are we getting a ship?
Well, once we have all the money from this gold, once Jules attunes to this thing that he should have known how to do because he's supposedly this great magician. I don't. I say this out loud, not recognizing that he's probably right there.
I'll listen to you.
He's like my great mentor and everything, but he didn't know that, you know.
I'm sure he's embarrassed enough.
Okay, so what are you guys going to do now?
Go back.
We have two things. We can wait for the stone to or we can go to this pirate hideout that Ida was telling us. That not Ida, the barkeep was telling us about.
It's probably related to those smugglers we've killed, so one way or another, they're probably gonna come after us.
So we go to them first. I like the idea.
Yes,
We have a boat now. We can go on a boat and go toward them.
and we crush them.
Yes.
With our very fast boat, sure.
Undefined.
No, we don't crush them with the boat. We get up to them and we physically crush them.
As long as we have cover, great.
You have bolts of linen.
No, we gave them to the wizard.
We gave one to the wizard.
We gave one to the wizard.
They make good cover.
Have you ever taken an eldritch blast to the face, sir?
No, but Yingvar took one to the back.
Yeah.
Magnus looks over at the back of Jewel and is like, it was him.
So we're headed to the pirate place.
Yep.
Yes, we need to make more people dead.
Let me.
Sweet Caroline.
This might be a good place for us to leave off then.
That's what you feel like, DM, I guess.
Because I don't have that set up.
Shh, movie magic. This was all planned. We ended here. It was all part of the thing. There's no other reason why. Movie magic. Please
It
do.
was
Plus, that's a whole nother adventure.
Another adventure once we get it.
Jules, so are you waiting to attune to that?
Yeah, I will attune to the Philosopher's Stone as soon as the time has passed required for me to attune to it.
Wait, so again, what are the limitations?
So you can only have 3 attunement slots, and then I think it's a certain amount of time that you have to spend with the item. To wait, would I have known that if I read the book about the Philosopher's Stone? That I was supposed to attune to it. It's whatever. It's too late. It's too late.
No, it wouldn't have mentioned it.
if someone had identified, they would have known.
No one has identified though, unfortunately.
Not on this character.
What's that? How long do you have to spend with the item?
It takes an hour to attune to something.
There you go.
Okay.
Usually you can attune to something over a short rest.
Well, then I will. Neff, I will send you the item's name
Oh.
so you can attune to it.
Make my own money. Won't need these losers anymore. I can make my own money.
All right, so we're gonna wrap up here with this. Next week, guys. Next week we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. I most likely will not be here, so instead of doing our regular scheduled D&D stream, we are going to be doing a community night.
Unity night.
So stay tuned to see what we're going to be
Because
doing. We
we're
might do some Twitch streams since Twitch Sings is going to be leaving us soon. We might do something else. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the Discord or onto Twitter for some of the things that we might be doing. Anybody else have anything before we wrap up?
Nothing else. I'll just see people on Sunday.
All right. Bye, guys. See y'all Sunday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.